Hello, everyone. Raz Van Sproutzen here. Travel, YouTube, transit, all that stuff. But this is a different video. No, we are not in some fancy hotel in freaking Vancouver or Edmonton or Calgary or somewhere. This is my home. So let me take you on a tour and let me show you what I call home. All right, starting by the front entrance door. This is your door. Nothing is too fancy about it. You've got some hooks on the back where you can hang some hats and stuff like that. We're doing a lot of backing up because this phone does not have a wide angle lens. So I'll be backing up a little here to capture some of this stuff. Anyways, behind the door you have this give thanks sign, which I got at a local dollar store here in town. Up top of that is the brake panel thing, and also it's indicated which one my AC unit it is. So if somebody does move into this apartment after I do, they do have a spot where they can see where they can plug in the AC unit, as that outlet has been upgraded for that capability. Moving along to the front entranceway kind of thing, you've got a calendar here, a photo of my friend Brooke, and right below that a nice little quote. I always enjoy things like this, having these around the building. My place where I call home, kind of make it more homey than just four walls. Down here on this side is my shoe rack and my doormat. My shoes, my Crocs, and my winter boots, all on the shoe rack. So if it's winter out and I'm trudging through the snow, I can walk in, throw it on there, and there's not water everywhere from the snow melting. There's the kind of main hallway area. On this side here of the hallway, you got my welcome sign, spot to hang all my keys, thermostat for the summer, for the winter time. Not really so much for the summer because the heat isn't on in the summer. You may hear buzzing here and there, and that's just coming from my portable air conditioner, which I'll show you in a few minutes. Down the hallway is the bathroom and bedroom, and I'll show you all that in a bit. And right in this area is my entrance way counter slash bookshelf. So I have a whole bunch of books, photo albums on the top. On the bottom is all my board games and cookbooks, and a bunch of foot powder that people just keep giving me, and it just sits there, and it takes a while to get through it all. And up top is a place to put your keys, wallet, and sunglasses. I usually keep my sunglasses there because I always have my wallet usually in my jacket pocket that I'm wearing or something like that. Room area. As you can see, there's quite a bit going on in here. So we're gonna start on this side. Like I said, there's a wide angle, so I gotta back up quite a bit. Basically the other corner, just based on the aspect ratio of this phone. I am filming on the 17E, iPhone 17E in 4K. So looking here, we have two bucket seats, as I call them, because they're kind of like buckets when you sit down on them. I got them at a local furniture store, a used furniture store actually, last year I believe. And you've got a couple of decorations that I use for winter time, but I really don't have a place to store them right now, so they just kind of sit out here in the open, along with some of the same miscellaneous things on the counter there, and a plant and some extra blankets and my laptop case. Panning around this side is the living room entertainment area. There's not a whole lot because I don't do a lot of entertaining in this area. Most times I go out and hang out with friends and stuff like that. I'm not much into entertaining myself personally, but it's something I want to get into eventually, having people over for dinner and stuff like that. But this entertainment stand, so we have a plant, a 32-inch TV, and a couple of board games and a photo book there. This corner is kind of a controlled mess right now, that one of these days I'm going to go through it, reorganize everything. It's supposed to have one shelf for photography, one shelf for business, one shelf for this and that and stuff like that. Right now it's just a mumble jumble mess of mix of everything. You just throw something somewhere and you hope to find it. But you know, you've got Amster stuff, you've got photography stuff, you've got an extra monitor, which I might hook right back up to my PC and stuff like that again. This is all that's really going on. That's a controlled chaos right there in that corner. Just one of these days I'm gonna go through it. You know, this is not as fancy as some of those ones that you see in Vancouver or Calgary or Toronto. This is just your small town Canadian apartment, and this is basically what everyone usually has. So looking into the living room, you have a leather chair, very comfortable leather chair that I got from my dad, and I've got a blanket there to if I have company over, they can sleep on the chair, vice versa. And on this little table I have a couple of photo books. So these are books I've created with my own photography that I've done in different places. Both of these trips are actually just to Vancouver, so there's nothing really fancy in that. My next trip is going to be better, because we're actually going to be doing quite a bit of traveling. Right behind that is my Wi-Fi modem and our Speedscape BC award from 2024, the first ever champion award. And then my camera, so my 77D, this is where a lot of my photos have been taken over the years. A tag from my thing, and then we've got a printer on a printer stand which I got from Mayfair. Open box deal, so that was a good deal. My current tower, as I'm currently using my current PC, which I'm saving for a new one, which will take me some time to. This tower stand I got off of an old desk that I had before the one I have now, and it's just falling apart, but this part was fairly stable, so I kept that and turned it into my tower stand. And of course the mumble jumble mess of cables and cords and you name it behind. I gotta figure out my cable management system. That is just a total mess. I don't even want to look back there. There is the command center as I like to call it. That's where everything happens for my photography business, this YouTube channel, any work that I do. Everything runs off of this system as it is. So you've got on the desk itself, it is a Schaubern desk from Ashley Furniture. Plenty of storage, and I could go through there because those are, I'm sure those are a mess too. I really got to organize my drawers. We've got a photo of one of my closest friends, Briar. We've got my blue finger mouse pad, mouse and keyboard, RGB. Mr. Security, he's on security duty. We call him Timbit. That is, he sits there and he just kind of hangs out and lets us know if there's anything wrong. Sometimes if I place him wrong on the window, he'll just get absolutely violated by the wind and just sometimes lands right side us, sometimes face down. He does do a face palm if he's upset about something. On the monitor itself is one of my very good friends. Speed's Game Frenzy, if you can guess this one. And you've got more miscellaneous, hens, screen cleaners. You got a little mini Yoda in the back, tripods, and then that arm in the back is for my USB microphone. Here's a quick panner around the living room / kitchen. Not kitchen area, living room area. There's my chair that I was just sitting on to show you the desk itself. As you can hear the buzzing in the background, that is my air conditioner keeping the place cool. And it does a very nice job. Right by the window is our plants and the Bluetooth speaker that I use when I'm cleaning. Put some music on and start cleaning the place. If I ever need to pull up another one, I usually just pull up my computer chair. Air fryer's on there with my air purifier and a couple of rolls of toilet paper just in case we need some napkins or something like that, because I do not have napkins. So I use toilet paper and another bottle of that cleaning solution. In the back, this one's actually a lot more organized than the other one. So up top we have rice cooker. We have kitchen bags and some Tupperware lids, and then my crock pot. That's my Dutch oven, toaster oven, grocery bags down below, and then paper bags on the bottom. In that corner is my little wagon that I use when I grocery shopping. Here's another wagon I use. This is my security camera, so I can see when people are coming in and out if I'm gone. Got the microwave on top of my freezer. That's where all my frozen food goes, besides the freezer on top of the fridge. And here's the kitchen. A small little kitchen, nothing absolutely fancy. You got a Keurig here, just something else I was using. Dish rack, which is just cleaning dishes, and all the storage, some storage on top of the fridge, the stove. None of these things are high end or very fancy. I think the most fanciest thing I have in this place is probably one of my crock pots. We got our utensils, knives, which I only have 2 knives, a bread knife and a cooking knife. toaster, spices in the corner, oven mitt. You got a drawer for all my utensils. So you got all your utensils, scissors, pizza cutter, tongs. Over here is all the cooking stuff, so you can see it's pretty scratched up because I've been using them for years and just really haven't replaced them because my motto is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sandwich bags for lunches for work, all of our goodies and stuff in there. Freezer bags, loaf of bread, bottle of water, another cleaning thing, and some other things. Important things on the door. In the back there you have our flour, sugar, and rice, so it's easy access if I'm making, making cookies or making bread or doing something. Rice if I don't need to make a pot of rice. Of course, got some bananas, can't go wrong. I love bananas. I'll eat more bananas than apples. This is funny. And I'm not even a monkey. This is our calendar. This one came from Telus. This cover I'll show you. All of my dishes. So you've got all your plates, your dinner plates. You've got a couple of salad kind of plates. So they're kind of deeper plates. So they're good for making, if you're making a salad. You got some toast plates. I've got one soup bowl there and the rest are cereal. So a mix of cups and mugs. These are probably the most interesting drinking glasses you've seen. I got them actually at the Salvation Army thrift store. I think probably about a year ago or so. They were 4 for $1. I'm like, hey, why not? I'll take them. And right there, that is not beer. That is not beer. That is just one of those funny things you can get, and that makes it look like you're drinking beer. And all of my mugs up top, I got another one of those fake drinking things, but that's actually, you can actually use that to, you can freeze that, and then take it out, and if you got like one of those 1 liter bottles of Pepsi or Coke or whatever from Dollarama that are room temperature, you can pour that in there and it's just like drinking with ice. So that's the because this is the entryway is really where the apartment splits into two. So on this side I have write your own story. I've got some quotes. Eventually I'm going to have a photo of my family, a photo of, I'm going to see if I can do an AI photo or something of all my closest friends and get them into a nice photo like that. That Gemini is pretty good at creating things like that. It's just incredible. But, that is going to be my friends and family wall here. Down there is my vacuum and some miscellaneous things up top. That's also where I put my winter gear, umbrella, and stuff like that. Behind this closet is my cleaning closet. So up top there is garbage bags, pails, and other miscellaneous things. Got my cleaning cart, mop pail, board panel, laundry detergent, that Sentry safe. That's where I usually have all my loonies that I use for laundry. This is the bathroom. Of course, nothing fancy there. You've got some things there toothpaste, deodorant, a little vanity set that I got a Canadian Tire. There's the mirror. Yes, you can see the phone too, with a sticker. There's the toilet. And then the shower area. And the shower area is just, that is where all my things are. Body wash, shampoo, dandruff shampoo, another shampoo. And there's the shower head. I do have the original one is sitting there. That's the original shower head to the apartment. I just changed it because this one has multiple different settings, and I also changed the shower curtain. And now let's go. Nice big size, queen size bed. Only one pillow because just me. Little nightstand, so I have a fan, a couple of books. One's the Bible, lacrosse thing, my alarm clock, remote, and a Google thing. Over there is, again, another window, which lets in plenty of light during the day when it's bright out. In the corner is my laundry and my dresser, along with a window fan on top of this here, Stitch. This is flying out from Build-A-Bear. And this is, we call him Octopus. He's from Toontown. And this is my mini fridge, so if I have drinks, I usually have them in here. So that way, if I have company over, you know, some company likes to kind of pawn a couple extra drinks, but I keep them in here with the door shut. TV entertainment stand. Everything's in there. You've got sound bar on the bottom. You've got my DVD player, VCR, some books, another bag. The light for this fan, the shade, because it won't fit with this light bulb that I have in there. Some books, a photo of me and my friends Jesse and Lisa from my college graduation, another 32-inch TV. Surprisingly, I got 32. I got nothing bigger. Photo of my friend Maria. And she just kind of sits there, looks awesome. And then all my winter stuff in the back, plus my one high-vis vest when I do some volunteering activities that is required me to have a high-vis vest. I throw that on as well. And another calendar, and in the closet, miscellaneous things. And the only thing sticking out you see is a branch off of my Christmas tree. So, and then an award here from high school. So that is my apartment. That is my home.